Hello everybody, this is Milagros. Welcome to Binah Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the tarot scopes for each one of the zodiac signs in regards to love for the month of January. Let's begin. This month I will be doing the Celtic Cross with the Kingdom within Tarot by Juno, Lucina and Sharon ThornFeather. And I am going to be pulling one card for advice from the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. Capricorn, this is your reading for the month of January, and the card we have in the middle is the Empress. And in this case, the Empress will represent the other person in your life. Since it is a general reading, I will use it as the card of the other person, or of the focus in the person in your life. I wouldn't say that it's, well, in case of females, the females that are watching this video, the women that are watching this video, this might represent yourself, point of fertility. It might be, it can represent fertility itself, getting pregnant. It might represent for the males, for the male audience that is watching this video, it might represent a wife or the woman that is officially in your life in a way. For the people who is single, it might represent the love interest that you have. But I think that what is most relevant into this scenario is the Five of Wands that is right across the Empress. This tells me that this situation, the Empress is related to Venus. Venus is related to relationships. So the problem, or what is crossing the relationship, is a conflict. We have the Five of Wands as a conflict card. So whether you are having problems or whether you're in the middle of trouble with that person in your life, into your romantic life, or whether you're having troubling thoughts about her or about him. And that is what seems to, in a way, disrupt a little bit the energy of January in regards to love. This Five of Wands might represent practical doubts as well. Now I have the Lovers right to the left of the Empress. So it seems to be a situation that was working a bit better in the past. It was a bit more clear in the past. At least it felt a little bit like you were both more in the same page. And now it seems that there has been some misunderstanding, or there is some tension. There is some tension involving the situation. To the top is the Ten of Pentacles. So if this is a woman or the man in your life, you are trying to have the best interest for your family in mind. This situation won't apply for every Capricorn, of course, but in case you're seeing somebody else parallel to your marriage, for example, it might be that you are trying maybe to take distance from this person in order to focus on the well-being of your family. It won't apply to everybody, of course, it's just in a scenario. In any case, it's a card that has to do with the well-being of your family, with the well-being of your finances as well. Capricorn is a very work-oriented sign. So it might mean as well that you're trying to keep busy in practical terms, in work, in studies, in something that can distract you a little bit from the troubling emotional situation. In the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups has to do with feelings. So this tells me, this represents in a way that there are feelings involved, that although you want to be practical about it, although you want to show, not that you don't care, but that you want to show, to not in a way provide or give more importance to this than the one you feel it deserves. The Ace of Cups tells me that it is something that affects you in a way. It is something that it is connected to your feelings, although you try to keep it neutral, although you try to keep it light. There are emotions involved, and you might be keeping these emotions under the surface. If you are single, it might be that there is a growing emotion for somebody else, or for somebody new into your life. If you have been separated, it might mean that you are having still emotions, you are having still feelings for the person that has departed from your life. As for the current situation, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is a card that represents earth signs again. So we have earthy cards, which are quite close to the nature of Capricorn. And this card tells me that you are right now, again, just as a Ten of Pentacles, trying to be practical about the things. You are trying to make decisions. You are trying to keep, actually, the decisions that you have made. This card doesn't have to do anymore with making decisions. I think that the decisions have been made, and you're just trying to stick to them, to be consequent, to be consistent in the image that you are showing. This card it's not a very emotional card, so it might even speak about hiding. You know, the feelings are there, you don't want them to show in a way. This can also relate to relocation, to moving, in a way, whether it is moving from the life of this person or keep moving from the life of this person. But what is most relevant about this card is the sense of consistency in whatever you do. You're trying to be consistent. It feels almost as if you are trying to understand with your mind what is best for you and sticking to that decision in a self-preservation way. Now, in regards to the surroundings, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords has to do with a person who is trapped into a situation, in a way. The other person might feel like they cannot really do anything in order to communicate with you. They might feel under pressure in order to communicate with you. They might be very confused. They might not have all the facts clear, and that's why if you are expecting them to reach out, maybe they are not reaching out for that reason. This also might represent your situation in regards to the other person. You might feel that there is really nothing you can do about this person anymore, that it's really up to this person, whatever he or she will do. But it feels almost as if there is a lot of passivity from both ends, from your end and from the end of this person. There is too much overthinking. There are feelings involved, but there is too much overthinking. There is too much doubts. There is too much hesitation. There is too much sense of being way too protective, maybe. In regards to the unexpected, we have the Seven of Wands, which is the valiant resistant. So you will have opportunities during this month, maybe to reestablish a connection with this. If you are right now in a partnership and you're just going through some sort of rough patch, and this month might prove itself challenging for you, then you will have chances, you will have choices to reestablish the connection, to speak again, to let the energy flow. But I see a lot of resistance again. I feel that it might feel, or it feels, according to this energy, that you are creating more resistance than the other person. You are being a little bit too protective of yourself. You are being a little bit too afraid in a way. Like not wanting to delve deeper into the emotions, trying to keep it in a way superficial. And it almost feels like the other person is having a hard time to reach out, or at least that's how they sense it. This card might represent as well that you are going to make a sudden attempt, that you are suddenly going to find yourself in a situation in which you can make an attempt or an advance to this person, and you will find resistance from the other side. But there is tension. I think that it comes off as unexpected because it might happen in a moment in which it seems that the things are about to flow, and suddenly there is this kind of roadblock. In regards to the future cards, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of discontent. It's a card that speaks about wanting to see results, soon, whether it is that you are maybe expecting for some results in regards to your work, in regards to business, and that kind of has your mind quite preoccupied. So you might not have a lot of time to dedicate to a relationship until you can sort this out. Whatever you are waiting for, whatever you're expecting for, this card means delays in a way. This card tells you you need to be more patient in order to see results in whatever you're expecting them. It speaks about waiting. It speaks about having to give a little bit more time to the things so that they can move a little further. There is some progress. It's just that you are in a way demanding of this progress, and it feels almost as if it's something that you cannot really push and it will come on its own. In regards to the outcome, we have the Fool, and the Fool card has to do with again, like I was saying before, keeping the things in a surface level. I think that towards the end of the month, you will just want to keep the energy a lot lighter. There is a lot of troubling energy, there is a lot of overthinking. I think towards the end of the month, you are just probably going to say, okay, I am probably thinking too much, I am probably concerning too much, and for now I just want to be spontaneous. It speaks about being spontaneous, it speaks about the trip. So you might be making a trip towards the end of the month. It feels almost as if taking a risk, but without thinking too much of the consequences. And this can also indicate that somebody new is coming into your life. Somebody new is walking into your life, and it will feel like fresh air for you. It can also feel that the other person is just going to eventually give up and just try to come back in a way, or come for having this talk or this conversation. But again, I see no compromise in this card. This card is something that it's just being born. It has a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities, but these possibilities or potential haven't been developed yet. Now, in regards to the advice card, we have Spirit Heals, and this card tells me that although there are feelings involved, as we were saying, there is a lot of troubling emotions and thoughts, maybe even misunderstandings around, and you might be really, really afraid that you are going to get hurt again. But this card tells me that although you are afraid, and although sometimes you feel that you have lost your ability to give and to love, you actually have the ability to heal as well. Sometimes it is a matter of life. Sometimes it is a matter of trusting the spirits that guide you, trusting the energies that coexist along with us, and that in a way can be healing for us. Along with time, and along with patience, and along with faith, you can find that healing. You just need to acknowledge the fact that you can be healed if you allow the energies to heal you, and to not close yourself to every situation or to every opportunity you might have into your emotional or romantic life. This is just a general reading, and you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus in order to get more information. Or you can book a private reading with me by following the links that I am leaving down below. You can have access to my 60-minute reading. It's a 65-minute reading actually during this month. It's an in-depth reading in which we can see further details on specific or general situations. There is also a promo that I launched for this month. It's my 30-minute reading, which costs only $29 instead of $35. This is an offer that is valid during the month of January because of the new year. Also, I launched a new contest, and you only need to share a Facebook post that I'm going to be linking down below as well. And you have to like my Facebook page and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to set the privacy to public so that I can see that you have shared. The contest expires on the 15th of January, and I should be announcing the winner on the 16th or 17th. Also, I made a separate video, and unfortunately I could do it only in Spanish because I was really in a hurry. It was just a live broadcast. And during that broadcast I was thanking everybody because I hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. And this is only thanks to you and to your support. Besides that, I am also explaining the delay on the yearly tarot scopes of the rest of the signs. I had to go on a trip, so I didn't really have the option to transfer the videos from my memory card to my computer as I was recording them. So when I tried to actually transfer the files, I realized that it was pretty much corrupted. They were corrupted. It was impossible to rebuild the database. So although I tried, eventually I just realized that I will have to re-record them from scratch. They are lengthy videos, so please bear with me because it will take some time. It was from from Virgo to Pisces. So, besides that, I really hope you have a wonderful new year. I have the best wishes for you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for the comments and the support that you have shown me. And I really hope to see you next month again. Bye bye.